This playthrough is rated T for teen. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with another First Impressions. This time it's Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the RPG Dragon Ball game. Yes, we've got... I'm not gonna... Whatever, it's fine. I confirm. Mainly because I'm not gonna do much. I mean, I know you should read these things, but most of the stuff is like, don't copy this, don't hack the game, all this other fun jazz, and... yeah, I didn't want to accept that one. I was like, nope. Yeah, I didn't have to read the first couple, but that one was just like, hey, we're gonna tag all your stuff. I'm like, for data. I'm like, no, I don't think you're gonna do that. Luckily, look, I was paying attention for that little part. Yeah, don't send the analysis. Don't care about that. Okay. But yeah, it's basically Dragon Ball Z RPG. I've heard mixed things about it. Roughly positive from the community, I think, for the most part. But it's definitely not a perfect game from what I've heard. But I haven't played it yet. I only know the gist of it. The gist of it, it's basically, well, RPG, and it's more of an action RPG more than anything. And as far as I understand, it takes place from the beginning of the series, the Dragon Ball Z series, to the end of the Buu saga, from what I'm aware of. Obviously, I'm just going to play like the first hour or so from it, get my first ideas on it, and then maybe I'll do a let's finish this if I think about it, but we'll see what happens. So let's begin and see how the gameplay works, because I know that we all know the story. It'll be interesting to see how they do the in-between stuff. Story recap. In this world exist 7 mystical orbs known as the Dragon Balls. Any who should obtain all 7 is granted anything their heart desires. This strange tale has these Dragon Balls at its very heart. Dragon, dragon, rock the dragon, Dragon Ball Z. Oh wait, wrong. That's the original American intro to it. This, of course, this recording will probably get pinged anyway, just because it has the Hey Chala song in the intro. But hey, I'd rather give the authentic beginning than modify it.
Dad? Dad?
Piccolo, you came. I like to do a little image training every now and then to make sure I don't get too rusty. Time to see what I can do. And you're just the guy to help me do that.
You know, even before they said anything, I assumed that they were image training because he was just sitting there and was like, oh, he's... You can tell you've watched Dragon Ball if you already... Before the game even tells you, I was like, oh, it's probably image training, but this is, yeah, the tutorial on how to play the game. Guard, burst, move, hold, super boost. I guess those will be explained later on. Hold the charge key. Hold for attack. Vanish. Hopefully being an RPG doesn't mean certain battles take a lot longer than they're supposed to. So yeah, let's just kind of... So that, and then got Key Blast. Triangle for charging. Let's see. Yeah, so that burst, okay. Then it's for guard, step. So flat image, whatever the flash step's called, because flash step, isn't that the Bleach's thing or something like that? Instant, it's not instant transmission, is it? Whatever. See, boost, super boost. Does usually, I guess super boost charges into the enemy when you do it. Yeah. Okay. I guess I get the gist of it. But yeah, the only problem with it being an RPG is you might run the risk of, like, because of all the numbers, how long would a fight actually go on because of numbers? I think I remember reading something about how some fights take forever because of the numbers. So you think, like, because Dragon Ball is usually meant to be more of an action, maybe more of a fighter game, really, when you think about it. So putting RPG elements, which is interesting. They've had RPGs in this game before. Okay, so...
I'm impressed. I'm guessing that I haven't been training hard.
But this is image training, aren't you only basing it on your assumptions, though? As you take damage or deal it out, your tension gauge will fill. When both your tension gauge and key are filled, hold triangle to activate the surge effect. While surge is active, all of your stats are boosted. You'll be able to perform unique attacks and cancel super attacks and combos and other actions, as well as automatically chase after and knock down opponents. The surge effect gives you the freedom to chain together attacks you normally can't chain together, as well as do things like fire off multiple Kamehamehas one after another. Okay, so we surged.
Give me all you got.
So I assume you can't do a lot of these kind of there. Oh, nice. Oh. How do you use... Oh. Can you even do Kamehamehas yet, or do you have to, like... I'm not doing too. For a guy who has very little HP, yeah. Well, I'll probably figure it out over the course of the game. But yeah, they did an RPG of this back on the was this Famicom? Yeah, I think it was, or it was a Super Famicom. It used like a card-based system. It was very weird how it worked. But it had instead of just fighting like this, you would have to use cards in a specific order, and you have to do better than or you'd have to have a higher card than your opponent to do attacks. And I played an emulation a long time ago. It wasn't a translated one, so I'm surprised I got an A. It was translated, so... Well, Chapter 1, the Saiyan Saga or whatever. Story recap. The boy Son Goku defeated Demon King Piccolo, who plotted world domination. 5 years have passed since his victory, and that's for Dragon Ball specifically. It's hard to say which series I like out of the two, either Z or... Dragon Ball I like because it's more of an adventure story before it started getting into all the crazy fights and action, while Dragon Ball Z is all about crazy fights and action, which some people like. So, I don't know. I guess it depends on what type of day I'm having, if I'm feeling one or the other. But Z is definitely the most popular one. I mean, you hardly ever hear people talk about the Dragon Ball in general or reference it in most modern fans. So, but I understand why.
Not much longer before this planet's ours.
It would have been ours much sooner if you'd actually done your job, Raditz.
Sorry.
And that's why everyone calls you Raditz the Runt.
Things will be different on the next planet.
Mark my words, if you screw up again, I will kill you.
Wait, I just remembered something. I think my little brother Kakarot was sent to a different planet. I'll bet he's still there.
You have a brother? I didn't think there were any Saiyans left besides us.
If he joins us, the rest of the universe will be ours in no time.
The fact that he's your brother doesn't exactly fill me with confidence. What planet was he sent to?
I think it's called Earth. But now that I think about it, I haven't heard anything about him taking control of it. Damn that Kakarot, what the hell is he doing?
Attack of the Saiyans.
Dad? Dad?
I thought in the manga or anime they didn't call it Earth. I thought they called it like some number. Usually that's how sci-fi does it until they actually go to the planet. So why would they know it as Earth? Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know.
Dad, we better head home or Mom's gonna be really mad at us.
Sorry for getting a bit carried away, Gohan. I was fighting somebody super strong.
Super strong?
Yeah, inside your brain. Yeah, it was like Gohan's like, "What are you talking about? You weren't fighting anyone. I see you sitting there with a dumb look on your face."
Going by the name of Piccolo.
Weird naming conventions. Well, that's Dragon Ball Z and just Dragon Ball in general. Akira Toriyama had some interesting naming conventions for his characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play it.
He used to be called Demon King Piccolo, and he was real bad to the bone.
What? Bad to the bone? No.
He's the strongest guy I've ever fought in my whole life. I don't think anybody's gotten me more pumped up than him.
Yeah, wait till later on in the
Fight
series,
him again.
Goku.
So I'm hoping to get stronger, and soon.
You can tell they're using in this newer version. They doing Goku to much more closer to his Japanese counterpart than his American counterpart. And the American counterpart, he was seen more as a Superman character. In Japan, he was more like I just want to get stronger. I just happen to save people on the way, type of thing.
To fight someone like that.
Well, that's pretty much the gist of your whole career, Gohan.
You know, I bet you'd be just fine if you trained yourself up a bit.
Yep, Cell Saga, and then after that was thrown down the drain.
Mom would like that very much.
Chi-Chi, the standard
That's right.
angry Eastern mother character, who had a lot of character
Totally
potential and
forgot
then
that
got
Chi-Chi asked us
shorted
to
to
get
the
some
back.
ingredients for her. How could I not remember that?
Goku, dumb as a brick, yet somehow smart enough on the battlefield.
Think. What all did she need again?
Well, according to Goku, Goku's eating habits probably a crap ton of meat.
I think she wanted some fish and apples, Dad.
Is this where we go through the quest part of the RPG? We
Let's
had to
just see
gather.
if we can't find us some apples around this place.
We had to gather inconsequential stuff for the purposes of filling in between the episodes of the fighting spots.
Gohan sure is full of energy.
I mean, he's a child, so I mean, usually kids have a lot of energy that's pent up before they get old and sluggish. All right, so obviously different from battle commands, we got field commands. So I assume you can use Ki Blast to probably knock down trees and stuff like that to find stuff. I wonder how much like actual exploring there is in the game in terms of like finding secrets and treasures. Will it be similar to the Attack of the Saiyans DS game? That actually wasn't a bad RPG. Too bad it never really caught on, so they didn't do sequels to it. Let's see, items in the field. You can find a variety of simply approach an item, pick it up automatically. Oh, but if it's important, press the circle button. Eaten for stat boosts. Okay. So I guess help us later on for leveling, because it looks like you level.
Now, where did that son of mine run off to? Safe to say he couldn't have gone that far.
Okay, running. I assume later on we'll eventually learn to fly, but I think for the tutorial, I assume it just wants us to.
You found an apple tree.
You found some apples. Okay, I'm just kind of.
Safe to say he couldn't have
I'm
gone
just,
that far.
messing with the controls and everything like that. What's changing map do? Oh, okay, just makes it over. So, alright. But yeah, assume at some point we'll just be able to fly. But for the beginning, not so much.
Let's try to find one more. What do you say?
Leave it to me.
Hey now.
For Goku and Gohan's eating habits, you're gonna need a lot of apples, dude. Actually, most Japanese or anime protagonists usually tend to eat a crap ton. Hey, one of the few times you actually hang out with your son in this series. Goku, Worst Father of the Year award. Well, maybe not so, but he's definitely has different priorities in his life.
Chi-Chi will be pretty upset if I don't head straight home. Can't get sidetracked now.
The only way to beat the strongest man alive is to be controlled by. Well, no, I guess that'd be. I was trying to think of who the strongest female character is in Dragon Ball overall, and how you count Super, GT, and so forth and so on.
Regular bloodhound.
I guess it'd be one of the gods of destruction, wouldn't it? Technically, or are you talking about characters that actually aren't OP? Enough. Then again, this is the same series that the whole point is to be stronger than the gods and all that other fun stuff. Looks like you only grabbed a handful, but okay. Thanks for being not worthless, at least at one point in your life.
I'm kind of tired now, though.
I get it.
Yeah, that's about
and
right.
I don't blame you. Hang in there. I got an idea. We'll catch some fish and then head straight home.
Okay.
Got some fish? Well, it's not going to be that small fish, if you know what I mean.
We need to find a spot to fish.
Okay. Don't walk too fast.
You got it. Try to keep up, though.
Dad!
He said don't go too fast. I already went too fast because I thought he was he was following me. That actually sounds like something Goku would do. Just go too fast, and then he's like, "Hey, don't go as fast." I'm like, "You're so slow." Reminds me of my hiking days. Everyone when I'd go with on hiking trips were so slow. Go faster, son. I believe in you.
We must have gotten split up.
What are you talking about? He's like right there.
Huh? What's wrong, Gohan?
Well, he is 3, or however old he's supposed to be at this point.
I can't walk anymore.
I just remember he's okay, maybe not 3, but he's supposed to be like really young at this point, like 5 or 6 or something like that.
Pretty easy, don't you? I guess I can carry you if you want.
Hooray!
Please, make it faster.
Hey, you perked right up. Were you trying to trick your old man? You're one spoiled kid, you know that?
Usually,
So,
lone children are.
what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to become a great scholar.
What? You're a weird one, aren't you? Well, I definitely can't help you with your studies or anything like that. But if you're ever looking to toughen up, I'm your man.
Nah, fighting is too scary for me.
Come to think of it, this is your first time fishing, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
All right. Then let me show you how I used to do it back when I was pretty sure there's a good spot somewhere right around this place.
Yep, sorry, I went too far. I skipped accidentally skipped dialogue apparently. Oh well.
We should be able to catch something here. All right. Let's get started.
But what are we gonna fish with? We don't have any rods.
We're men. We fight with we fish with our fists.
Nobody said anything about a rod, did they? Who needs one of those pesky things when you've got a tail?
My tail? I can use that to fish?
Well, I've heard weirder ways to fish,
Yep.
I guess.
By dipping your tail in the water, you can feel the fish moving around. Pretty neat, huh? It's really easy once you get the hang of it.
Well, except you don't have a tail anymore, Goku, so
I
how do
mean-
you fish?
I haven't done it in a while since I don't have a tail anymore. But
Yeah,
when I told
exactly.
my friend Bulma about it, she actually made me a makeshift tail to fish with. Can you believe it? Nice!
Fake tails? Well, okay. Oh, well, all right. We have to have. It's a Japanese game, so we have to have a fishing mechanic in here somewhere, right?
Okay.
So what do you say? Let's catch us some fish.
Seriously, like the Japanese have like an obsession with like fishing in their games. Like well, not every single game, but a lot of games have fishing in them. Like it's required, even a game that shouldn't have fishing, except in a few instances, you know.
Catch something.
You know, people were talking about like I remember when they first
I have to
introduced
do what
the.
Chi-Chi asked me to do first. Nothing for me over here.
I remember people talking about. They saw the trailer where Goku is fishing with his tail, and everyone's like, "Wait, he shouldn't have a tail. What's going on?" And I guess they explained it that it's a fake tail. Yeah, just like okay. Oh, it's just that easy to make one. What?
All right.
Well, like I said, it's for gaming mechanics, so we just have to wiggle our tail around. So, what is Goku basically twerking it for all intents and purposes? No, I can't believe I said that. I feel dirty. Okay. Yeah, and of course, oh, well, I'm surprised they even counted hitting it outside of the circle, but
Yeah, that
yeah,
seems
but of course
about
in
right.
Dragon Ball, all animals are twice the size of people. So something to do in the middle of adventuring. I got the
Yeah.
fish. Yeah.
I bet Chi-Chi will flip when she sees this one.
Well, she'll flip because of other reasons,
Man.
but
All this fishing is really working up an appetite. You know what I mean? Let's eat some of these fish. I mean, we've got plenty.
Yeah.
well, you're probably gonna end up eating all of
hungry
it.
too.
Let's roast
now we
our
have to learn
catch
how to
over
cook,
the
right?
fire. What do you say?
I'm hungry for some grilled fish.
Roasting fish on an open
Okay.
fire.
Time to grill up some fish.
Eat a meal. Can't be used. Oh, for rest. Whoops, press the wrong button. Oh man. Then we just gotta eat our fish. Fish. Let's give us key defense. Now, are these I wonder if these are permanent buffs or if they are only. Oh, never mind. It says they're duration effects, so it only lasts for however many minutes. So, kind of reminds me of the Tales of franchise. They're very big into having food mechanics in their games. I never really utilized those as much as I should have in those games. Because if you knew to eat something before a boss, you know, or a certain dungeon to help you out. But I think it's been a while since I've played any of the Tales of games. I know they've made some since then, but...
Stuffed. Is there anything better than some fresh fish in your belly?
Well, I mean, no,
Ugh,
never mind.
I think I ate too much, though.
Well,
All
if
this
you wanna
fish
be
is
as big as
just
your
too
dad,
much.
You're gonna have to eat a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, because depending on who draws you at some time, Gohan could be, like, quite skinny.
Right. I had fun today, Dad.
You know, I had fun today too. Thanks for your help. I'll teach you how to fish next time so we can do it together.
Okay. I can't wait.
We bonded with our son. Hooray! I don't even know what all those symbols mean, frankly. Soul emblems. Soul emblems are items that represent relationships with certain characters and can be attained as you progress through the story. All the soul emblems that you've attained can be viewed in the community menu. Soul emblems don't do anything by themselves, but by setting them to a community board, you can activate effects that will help you on your adventures. Well, at least there's something for them. Got Z Warrior Community Leader Goku unlocked a new community board. Community boards are where you set your soul emblems. Emblems can be set or removed at any time, so if you get your hands on a new emblem, don't forget to set it to the community board. So to set a soul emblem to a board, press X on the soul emblems menu to select the one you want to set. The community's rank is influenced by the overall community level of the soul emblems you have set. Once the overall community level reaches a certain value, the community's rank will increase, and you'll gain access to more of its community skills, which provide helpful effects on your adventure. As the community overall level is dependent on the community level of the soul emblem set to it, it is also possible to lower community's rank by adding or removing emblems. The community sucks because you added drama. Soul emblems have community levels that affect the community to which they are set. Can we keep saying community? Emblems are well suited to some communities, but not well suited to others. Setting them to certain communities will increase the maximum community level. Increasing proficiency will increase the community's level. Giving gifts from the community level on the soul emblems will increase proficiency in the community. Different items increase different communities. Proficiencies will also increases friendship. Aww. Friendship affects how characters will perform in battle. In this community, you can now activate community skills that help you in battle. Build up the Z Warrior community if you want to focus more on battles. With an empty pedal, select X to display the soul emblem. Woof! Let's see, community skills, support gauge. Looks like it is mainly for combat bonuses and stuff like that. After selecting Gohan, press X to make him available. Select Goku next. Oh, so we could send him either way, and obviously depending. Does it have to be in that spot, or is it just, or does it matter? Oh, well, we'll put him here, I guess. Well, oh, I have to set him on it. Okay. Oh, well, why didn't it?
You'd be
Whatever.
pretty strong if you trained.
I don't think so.
Yeah, well. The following bonus is now active. Ultimate Father-Son Team. Placing specific soul emblems next to one another will activate what's called a link bonus. Activate a link bonus raises the community's level and makes it easier to raise a community rank. Press the touchpad on the community's board screen to view all available link bonuses of the emblems pasted on the board.
Oh yeah, Dad! I meant to tell you. I found this while you were fishing. I don't really know what it is, but here, you can have it.
Really? Thanks, Gohan.
Oh, we got a sacred text of martial arts, what I always wanted. A soul emblem's friendship of proficiency can both be increased using gifts. Raising an emblem's proficiency is a certain amount will increase its community level. The community that is affected will depend on the gift given. For example, the sacred text of martial arts item increases proficiency in the Z Warriors community. Friendship influences how characters perform in battle. Well, how many different characters? Isn't this game where we only play as Goku? Well, I've heard we can play as other characters, but Asada depends his data on training the hopes of fighting stronger opponents. Friendship rewards 70, 80, and max. From any friend, looks like we got a couple of different spots here. Yeah, we give it to, so we can give it to ourselves. Sure. Yay. Our community's gone up. Woohoo! Okay. Man, there's a lot of little things in the background we have to take care of over the course of the game. I mean, other than doing the battles. I heard you don't really have to do a lot of the... You have to do some of the in-between stuff, obviously, but... And I guess you want to gain levels, stats, and everything else. So, in being an RPG, of course you want to do every side quest that comes along. Alright, let's talk to our son and get started on this journey.
Should we head home now?
Oh, I could run around for a bit if I
I'm
want
thinking
to.
I should check out this.
Okay, I'll wait here then.
Sorry, I didn't mean to click it.
Thanks. I'll be right back.
Probably really not much to really explore since we can't really run. Or, I mean, can't really fly, but... Yeah, let's just do a quick, like, kind of a once-over.
Oops. I have to do what Chi-Chi asked me to do first. Oops. Went a little too far.
Air gauge. Underwater exploration. While you're underwater, your air gauge will deplete. Returning to the surface will replenish the gauge. You can find items and little fish underwater. They're hard to see from above the water, but if you find a group of birds hovering above a spot, dive there to see what you can find. If the air gauge is completely depleted, you'll be forced back to the surface. So pay attention to how much air you have left. That'd be funny if Goku gets...
I have to do what Chi-Chi asked me to do first.
I assume I can't
I don't need to head over there.
Yeah.
No point in going that
That'd be funny
way.
if Goku could die from drowning or whatever. It's like, well, I mean, he almost did in one part of the series, but that'd still just be funny, just the strongest martial artist alive and suffers from what we all mortals have. Whoa. I guess depending on if you're running or not, you get the... Yeah, I guess there's really no reason to explore here very much, because it's like, well, I mean, what else can you really do? Oh, Lieutenant Kachin? What does that even mean? Oh, Kachin, that's that, like... Why is the strongest metal in the universe, like, doing on Earth? Yeah, whatever. Alright, I guess I can't do anything else. Alright, let's,
Nothing for me over here.
I guess if you wanted to gather more of those items or whatever, but yeah, it looks like there's really nothing else to do, so... Alright, let's get on to the plot. Alright, son, I'm coming back! Or I guess maybe we want to fish some more, but I could just do that off screen, doing something else, so... Yeah, let's do the plot.
So, should we head...
I'm thinking I should check out this place a little bit
Oh, I thought I...
Okay,
Dang it!
Thanks.
so...
Return home!
Should we head...
Alright, let's head home.
Right.
Let's get on with the story.
Here goes. Flying Nimbus! Alright, hang on tight.
Whoa! It's a dinosaur! Bye-bye!
Alright, I guess now we have the... So before we learn to fly, we have to learn to float with the Nimbus. Z-Orbs. Z-Orbs are special items you can find on the field or win from battles. Any you find in the field can be collected by approaching them from the side. They are essential for acquiring super attacks, so make sure you collect as many as you can. Ooh, the grinding part of the game. There are many different types of Z-Orbs. Orbs of certain colors can be found near areas related to that color. For example, blue orbs can be found by water, green orbs near forests, etc. If you're looking for Z-Orbs of specific colors, head to a spot with a lot of that color. Okay, we can... See, okay, so, okay. Gotcha.
Man, I'm low on energy.
So if you press, like...
Flying Nimbus is super fast!
I've been riding this old thing since I was just a little kid.
Yeah. Oh, I thought going through that thing would have collected all of them, but... Nope, I have to... Oh, maybe at some point we'll get an ability that, as long as you're generally close by, you can, gather the orbs. I did this whole mission to gather orbs, or apples, and then we could have just ran across the Nimbus to get it. Yeah, I know, game mechanics and all that fun stuff, but still. Okay, well, anyway. Well, maybe it depends on where you fly if you collect them, but... Yeah, it's got the head chala, or hey chala music playing in the background while we're flying. Nice. I'm not sure what my favorite Dragon Ball opening or closing theme is. I kind of like the American one, but that's probably because I grew up with that type of stuff. obviously most regular fans probably go, hey, the Japanese ones are better. I'm like, well, probably in some sense, but when you grow up with a certain thing, you have a specific type of nostalgia for it. I mean, even the dragon, even though that's basically just repeat the same word over and over again. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here collecting orbs all day. That's one of those things I can do off screen. But you can if you want. Hey, Chi-Chi. What'd I do to piss you off this time?
Back, and we got food.
Hi, Mom.
You're late, Goku. It shouldn't have taken you so long to gather ingredients.
Chi-Chi, one of the characters that happens when an author has no idea what to do to a character after her initial setup and arc has been pretty much accomplished. Although I think it's been noted by Akira Toriyama that he doesn't know what to do with certain characters after a while, so they just get relegated to the background, and just even though they had a specific type of mentality or personality, it's just kind of like, oh, I didn't even know what to do with Chi-Chi anymore. This is what she does now. They're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. We did some training too.
Then again, I guess you could say that with a lot of writers. It's just he's been known specifically on record to either forget characters or get tired of writing them, or so forth and so on.
You're supposed to introduce Gohan to Master Roshi and the others today.
Wah wah.
Wait, that's today?
Of course.
Sorry about that. I promise I'll remember next time.
Forget it. What are you waiting for? Get in here. I need to get cooking right away.
All right, don't yell. I kind of wonder what the story would have been like if Chi-Chi had decided to keep training, because she was training in martial arts, and then she meets Goku in Dragon Ball in the martial arts tournament. I forgot what she did. I think she did just to find Goku and ask him to marry her, and that was pretty much her whole arc, you know. But I mean, Goku beats her rather easily in the tournament. But I mean, if she had kept going on with it, you know, what impact would she have had in the story, but we'll never know. Cooking. If you have fruit, meat, fish, or other ingredients, you can get them cooked by Chi-Chi or by other cooks. Eating cooked dishes provide special effects, such as boost to stats and temporary support effects. These are called meal effects. Every dish has its own list of necessary ingredients, with richer dishes requiring rare ingredients. More extravagant full-course meals provide even greater effects. You can even cook them right now, but you'll be able to as you progress further in your adventures. Ah, lovely wife of mine, Chi-Chi.
Now then, I'll just take these ingredients and whip you up something tasty.
Tasty. Well, you know what they say, to a man's heart is to a man's heart is his stomach. That's how Goku was able to wrap Goku around her finger. That was just, I guess, to get a dish. Select boiled fish. Maybe I don't want boiled fish. It's packed with flavor and real hit in most culinary circles. 50 HP plus 1 key defense. Okay. Oh, it's just that easy. Just click a button and you cook it. Well, thanks. Well, he only works harder when it comes to training. Yeah, he needs to learn to defend himself. Maybe not as crazy as I've been doing it, but he still needs to learn to defend himself. Oh, the dash for dinner. To put his new student to the test, and I can't do the guy who did the narration for it. To put his new student to the test. Now I'm not even gonna try. Master Roshi throws a stone at which he wrote the character for Turtle deep into the woods. He hates that whoever finds the stone and brings it back first will get to eat dinner, while the others will go hungry. Goku finds the stone, but Krillin tricks him and steals it away. He then rushes back to receive his meal, but an unexpected trap is waiting for him. Oh, so you get a little,
This is the stone me and Krillin used in our training. Me and him had to hunt this thing down. Krillin beat me then, but only because he cheated. I had to go hungry that night.
I had to go hungry. It was the worst time of my life. I assume during the course of the game we can find a lot of secrets like this over if we want to, and they probably just explain like stuff in the plot that, like Dragon Ball or stuff that the game made it doesn't cover. I assume that the game it seems to add a little extra stuff in between, like the whole Raditz talking to Vegeta and Nappa. That wasn't in the original story, so I bet the game does a lot of little things like that to kind of fill in the blanks that the manga or anime never did, which is a nice way to do it, I think, for especially an RPG where you had to like explore and and all do all this other stuff. So might as well find ways to fill in the gaps somewhere, right?
Where are you off to now, Dad?
I had to take you to see my creepy friends.
I'm going to see Master Roshi, my old master. His place is surrounded by the sea. It's loads of fun.
I guess technically Master Roshi is really the only creepy friend. Everyone else is pretty solid for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
I want my box lunch even though you just made me food. I need more food.
All right, I'm finished. Here are your lunches. Dig in whenever you're hungry.
He does this and
Thanks,
he gets it.
Chi-Chi. Your stuff's the best. It really gets the blood pumping and the muscles moving, right, Gohan?
Amongst other things.
Yeah.
We've now formed communication with our wife after all these years. Oh, God. Cooking community. Leader Chi-Chi unlocked a new community board. So we got cooking, Z Fighters. I think I saw quite a few other community boards as well. In this community, you can activate community skills that will help you cook. Focus on the cooking community if you want to be a better cook. Obviously for better... Yeah, it looks like there's Z community. Looks like there's a combat thing, or maybe training. There's... I wonder who's head of training, because obviously the wrench one's got to be Bulma. The symbol there's got to be Turtle School, so probably like Master Roshi. Then there's the one with a hat and mustache. I'm not sure, or the final one, but anyway. Okay.
Later, Chi-Chi. We're off to see Master Roshi.
Wait a second. Are you forgetting something, Goku? I thought you had something for Gohan.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wow, what a neat little ball.
That little ball on top there? It's a Dragon Ball. I got it from my grandpa after he died. But that's not all you got from him. You were also named after him.
Really?
Oh my, Gohan looks so handsome.
It'll be like he's watching over you whenever you wear that hat. So take real good care of it, okay, Gohan?
Yeah, I will. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
All right, we're leaving for real this time.
Goku, don't let anything happen to our little Gohan. And Gohan, be on your best behavior.
I will, Mom. Bye.
I want you both home by supper, you got it?
Why don't you come with us, Chi-Chi? Although, if I remember correctly, she's not really a big fan of the Z Warriors group in general because, they're fighters and all this other stuff, and Master Roshi is a bit, if you're a lady and you're hanging around Master Roshi, you're probably not going to have a good time. But still, it's like, well, anyway. Story recap. Son Goku, the strongest fighter in the world, leads a happy life at home with his new family. Having been blessed with a child, Goku makes his way to Kame House, where he intends to introduce his son to his teacher, Master Roshi. It still baffles the mind with Goku's mentality, especially in the Japanese version of the story, that even he and Chi-Chi, got together and had a kid, if you know what I mean. It almost seems...
It's said there are 7 mystical orbs capable of granting any wish when brought together. With them, anything the heart desires can be attained, whether unfathomable riches or absolute power. These mysterious wish-granting orbs are known as the Dragon Balls. And it's around these Dragon Balls that this extraordinary story unfolds, with new challenges and adventures awaiting Goku and his friends at every turn.
Hey, Dad. What's Master Roshi like?
Well, he looks like a feeble old geezer, but he's super strong.
Really?
Though it's a real shame he's kind of a massive pervert. Yeah, he was my rival at the time, but now he's my best friend.
Is Krillin strong? Just like you?
Yeah? Seriously, out of all the guys I know, he's definitely up there. There's also a woman I know named Bulma. See, she was looking for the Dragon Balls when she ran into me, and we ended up going on adventures together. If we hadn't done that, I probably wouldn't have met Master Roshi and the others.
I see.
You see.
Not too much longer until Master Roshi's place. I wonder what everyone's been up to.
I assume we can't really explore around this place, although it doesn't really look like it per map, so, okay. Anyway, time to get this story started.
Goku!
Goku!
I don't know if that's either interesting or whatever, you know, the whole telling us basically what they are in their name there. It's just like, I guess this is for new players or something like that, because everyone who would buy this in the first place are already fans, so I guess it's to bring in new fans? I don't know. It just seems kind of like, well, but most people would know those characters.
Yo!
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, and who's this little guy?
I just picked him up from a supermarket. They said he was free.
Meet my son.
What?
Yeah, they're surprised that Goku could even do the deed, if you know what I mean.
Your son?
Also, isn't it kind of a dick of Goku to like not interact with his friends in the last like however 4 or 5 years when he had his son? Because if they were good friends, like he always says, wouldn't he have at least at some point go, "Oh yeah, I have a kid now"? Whatever.
Yeah. Wild, huh?
Yeah, Goku or Chi-Chi did things to me, and
Nice to meet
it made
you.
me weirdly happy.
Oh, nice to meet you too.
His name is Gohan.
Gohan? Oh! So you named him after your grandpa, huh?
Yes, we know that already.
Yeah. Suits him, don't you think?
I guess. Oh, now we can talk to everyone. Forever since you've seen Krillin. Go talk to him. But we could talk to everyone else. So can we go home now? No. Oh, no voice acting? Huh, it's kind of weird when they have voice acting in some parts and not in others. I guess it'd be too much, so like, especially in RPGs with how big those usually are, it'd be probably cost a bit to like voice act every single line of dialogue, so. Nervous, huh? Yep, I know, me too. Who knew I could do such a thing? Yeah, because most artists tend to like copy their same style over and over again and hardly change it. Seriously, if you play like the Dragon Quest games, you could see Akira Toriyama using very similar designs for a lot of characters, whether it be female, male, and so forth. But I mean, nothing wrong with that. It's just, you know, sometimes you can just, I don't know. I think did she say me or did she say? Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, Chi-Chi did the raising, not so much me. Ooh, an orb. I take it. Secret text. Oh, more gifts. Okay, I can't go upstairs because that's where all the naughty bits are. Well, the Kame house. Or Turtle house, if you want to call it that. Okay, let's talk to Krillin. Can we just leave? What's 374 yards away?
I'd better say hi to everyone.
Oh, I guess our house or something like that. This is when Goku first met Roshi, I think. Goku and Bulma hoped a lost turtle return to the sea. To show his gratitude, Turtle introduced the two to the turtle hermit Master Roshi. Master Roshi rewarded Goku with a flying Nimbus and Bulma with the Dragon Ball that he wears around his neck. Yep. And they've been friends ever since. No, wait. Well, I guess. Alright, let's talk to Krillin.
Goku, have you been training lately?
For a second, I thought they had a different voice actor for Krillin, and then I was like, oh, never mind.
Well, not as much as I want to. Chi-Chi gets pretty angry if I train too much, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I haven't trained myself either.
Is that why they're not as strong as they should be, at least according to the ideas of Dragon Ball? Because if they had been trained for so many years, they would have been a lot more powerful, but just a couple throwaway lines and boom, there you go.
With Piccolo taken care of, things have been pretty quiet.
Yeah, no reason to train, you know, peacetime.
Hey, you two. What are you talking about?
Being lazy as always.
Nothing really.
I could have sworn you two were talking about how you've both been slacking off on your training.
Guess there's no fooling you, is there, Master Roshi?
It would seem you've both forgotten that training is a daily activity, not something you do only on special occasions. You should be moving, learning, playing, eating, and resting every day. That's the way of the turtle school.
I can't argue with you there.
Sorry, I'm like accidentally
Now,
clicking the button faster or
Make sure
something.
you two never forget your daily training. I've got a little challenge for you.
Oh, good. Turtle School Training Manual.
Come report back to me once you've finished your training.
Yes, sir, Master Roshi. Yes, sir, Master Roshi.
Now, time to get back to my usual enjoyment.
That's usually what he does for the most part. Oh, I must have accidentally clicked the button before he finished laughing. Oh well. Got the adult community leader, Master Roshi, and lots of new community board. Yeah, that's what Roshi tends to do throughout most of the series. After Dragon Ball, his relevance to the series kind of dropped off, like a lot of characters in these. Actually, that happens in anime a lot. They'll introduce like so many characters, and then at some point they just disappear from the plot, which obviously if the character isn't going to do anything, there's no reason for them to be there, but they will just introduce so many characters, and that they just drop them off like a bad habit after a while, and you're just like, well, okay. I mean, in this community, you can activate community skills with the aid and earning Zenny. Build up this community if you want to fill your pockets with extra cash. And of course, there's a bunch of lady magazines surrounding him, of course. Oh, he's the hat and mustache? I thought he would have been the symbol there. Huh. Oh well. And I don't think we have anything to really edit right now, so. Sub-stories. Venture to a blue pillar on the field or speak to a character with a blue icon above their heads to initiate a sub-story. Complete the sub-story will net you experience, valuable items, or soul emblems. Some sub-stories can only be completed at certain times, so make sure to do them when you can. Sub-stories can only be completed with certain characters. If you're having trouble completing an arc, listen to the hints provided and change characters. Oh, so you can... I only thought you could change to like a couple of characters. I guess in this game you can actually go change to a few different characters, which is nice.
I gotta take care of some stuff first.
Which I guess the first one's going to be a Turtle here. Alright, Turtle, what you got?
Yo!
Seems pretty beat. Someone's been... Or are you like some turtles that have had like dick kids draw on their backs and stuff like that?
Yes.
Well, the sky, but... Oh, he's hiding a lot of things. He's a turtle. Like his eggs in the sand. Oh, he took his book? Which book? You know the one. Yeah, he's like right over there, dude. You didn't take his book? Yeah, he disappeared.
Greetings.
Like a fart in the wind. Well, I mean, he's right there, dude. You saw him. You could have seen him.
Huh?
Tortoise, turtle. I mean, they're... Well, I was about to say, aren't they the same? But no, they're not. But why would he take your book? He has one of those special picture books. You can't get... You can't go... I mean, Turtle, as him and Master Roshi's book is, has to be around here somewhere. You get some experience, medals. Okay. Yeah, sure. I was going to try to get, like, one of the major story progressions done, but I guess we're not going to in this first impressions, but that's fine. We already had a story bit at the beginning anyway. Yeah, sure.
Greetings.
I wonder if you can go back and play old chapters if you miss a sub-story, like in some games do. Probably not. But I could be wrong. Maybe when you beat the game or something like that. A swimsuit catalog, huh? With today, what's going on in today's age? Well, obviously you don't have the internet up there, but it was like you could get some pretty, more risque books if you know what I mean. But yeah, maybe it's just too classy for that. But why would you change? He's an old man. Isn't it statistically proven that it's harder for older people to change their ways than younger people? Like it has to take a lot more because at that point they've been set in their ways. Anyway. And I think I remember like a neurologist talking about that where, yeah, I mean, you can still change your mind or whatever, but
what should I do now?
at a point it becomes quite difficult to change someone's mind when they've got it set after so many years. Do you know where the book is, Bulma?
What?
Don't you read books like that, Bulma? I mean, heck, when you were first introduced, one of the first wishes you wanted to make were you either wanted to wish for a lifetime of strawberries or a boyfriend. So, obviously she grew up after that point when she got older. But yeah, that was like when you first meet Bulma, that's like, well, I think in the manga she says she wants a lifetime of strawberries and then asks for a boyfriend. But in the cartoon, or at least in the American version, she just wants a boyfriend. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic.
Hey.
Yeah, where'd you hide that book? Cough it up or we'll make you a turtle soup. Yeah, tell me where it is. So, but he's old. I mean, actually, I forgot how old Master... He's supposed to be like 300 years old or something. Like, really older. Because he drinks or whatever that sacred water or whatever it is that his sister makes so he can have longevity. At least this one's a simple mission where it's all back to back. Yes. Dig, dig, dig all day long. Dig, dig, dig while I sing this song. I found the girly book. Yay. It has a perverted nature to it.
Yo.
But it's been buried in the dirt, so it's probably got, like, stains and everything. Well, actually, it's got more stains. Took him on as a student just to find his girly mags. Yeah, sure. Wait, what? Oh, she probably popped up because of the... Oh, you look so happy. We did a thing. And your teeth are missing, dude. Helping hand.
Looks like that did the trick.
Hey, can you actually... Because it shows like... Oh, actually, I can't really run. And if I leave, the game tells me to go back, so I guess not. Does anyone else have anything to say before we do that? Yep. Okay. Alright, let's talk to Krillin, and I guess we'll make this episode a little longer. I'll do the first plot. For those who've watched the series, you know what's gonna happen next. Oh no, I guess we got the training. We can't go to the next story bit. Well, I'll play until I feel like it's a good point to stop. Yeah. Unfortunately, you're human, so your peak will hit pretty soon, Krillin. At this point in the story, Krillin isn't that much weaker than Goku. But yeah, at some point, the power scaling goes like way askew. Mental training. In your head. Well, we were doing it earlier with image training. I mean, pretty much the same thing. A D medal. Alright. Training keepsake, huh?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that how we can gain more experience outside of side quests? Alright, let's try fighting ourselves inside our minds. I'll be safe inside my mind. Recommend level 2, consecutive energy blasts, a manually aimed key volley or chi, I think it's key, with homing properties making it easier to connect hits. Can be used against multiple enemies. Sure, I'll learn it. Are we fighting a Cyberman even though we shouldn't have... Oh no, we're just... it's a simulation Krillin. Step dodging. To dodge an attack at close range, press X just as the attack is about to hit you to perform a step maneuver. Your opponent will enter a slow motion state, making a perfect chance to launch your counterattack. So that's one of the things, if you do it right, you get a little extra incentives. Additionally, successfully dodging an attack will fill your attention gauge. Dodging will help you defensively, and in terms of movement, so it's important to master that skill. Should have blocked. Yep. Didn't dodge that fast enough. Let's power up with a charge.
Here goes! My power!
My new power. Ooh. You learn consecutive energy blasts. Oh, right.
All right.
Talk to Krillin again. He's the only actually he is. Well, I mean, Krillin's like one of the few characters that it is relegated to the background, but he's kept important in the series for quite a while. It isn't until like I'd say the Boo Saga where he basically gets kind of finally sidelined for the most part.
So, he's got your looks, but does he? I'm betting that he's pretty strong.
Oops,
if I
I
had to guess.
didn't mean to click.
But I can't be sure since Chi-Chi won't let me train him to find out one way or the other.
Yep, his downfall. Oh, sure. Well, there's nothing else to do. Like I said, I at least want to get the major story plot out of the way, and then we'll call it an episode.
Hey, Dad? What was that?
Not sure.
It's almost like my destiny's coming up in the future. Son Goku, the strongest fighter in the world, leads a happy life at home. Same thing. But yeah, his whole life is about to change. I'll admit this game. I mean, I'll admit this series did at the very beginning of at least Dragon Ball Z specifically does a thing that would surprise most people today. Well, maybe not surprise them as much, but back in the day, it was definitely surprising in terms of events, just because of like what happens and what gets thrown out there. For those of us in America, it wasn't as big of a deal when it happened. Well, a couple things were a big deal, but a lot of the things that happen or get introduced in this little bit are were glossed over our heads because a lot of us didn't get Dragon Ball till after Dragon Ball Z was like past like the Saiyan saga until we finally got to watch Dragon Ball Adventure or Dragon Ball in general.
What is it? It ain't no meteor. Just as I thought, the creatures on this planet are still alive. Kakarot's failed us. Who or what are you? A power level of only 5? What trash. Stay back! Is this the best this planet can muster? Well, now, here's a large power reading. Distance 4880. Kakarot.
What in the world could that have been? I've never felt a power like this.
Oh, you even get to play as a boost flight. Press the L3 while flying boost and fly at high speed. Boost consumes ki. So this is where we learn to fly. Based on your ki consumption as you boost, your ki will automatically recover when you stop boosting. Searching for ki. By pressing L1 on the screen in mid-flight, you can detect the ki of nearby animals, plants, and other living things. Use this feature to find items, animals to hunt, dinosaurs, key items, food, training ground locations, and more. This is a great way to easily find a variety of far-off things or something specific you're looking for, so use it when you can. Finding enemies by searching for ki. While moving on the field, press L1 to search your surroundings for the ki and detect where enemies are, how many there are, and where they're facing. Blue, weaker than you. Yellow, just as strong. Red, stronger than you. Well, with Goku, you'd always want to go for red. Using the L2 to enter a first-person view, while in the view, press circle to fire, which we did, Ki Blast, or hold to fire a charged Ki Blast. If you hit an animal with a Ki Blast, you'll stun it and make it easier to catch. You can also hit terrain and other obstacles to collect materials, trading a variety of things while in the field. As Piccolo, because, you know, you're a Demon King. You can find special wind tunnels called airways in every area. Traveling through the airways is a great way to collect Z-orbs. You can enter one by touching either the entrance or any point along the tunnel. Once you're in, you'll automatically be carried through it by the wind. You can enter exit airway with boosted flight, but you won't be able to enter one while boosting. Airway, Phantom Airways. Phantom Airways are rare airways that appear on the field. They not only contain more Z-orbs than normal airways, but also rare types of Z-orbs and items. However, they'll disappear once you leave the area. So if you find one, make sure to ride it all the way you can. Now we got to find the mysterious key user or whatever. So anyway, I think we'll call it there. It's a good point to stop before all the drama and story bits hit. Nah, I know. But if you've already watched Dragon Ball, you already know what's going to happen. If you haven't, well, you're in for a ride. Well, for first impressions, obviously I'm not here to play for the story because I know the story in and out, but I'm here to play it to find out like what the game will add in terms of like stuff in between, what side missions will earn, and other such things. And I heard there was even a new character they added specifically for this game. I forgot when we run into her, but it's at some point later on. But yeah, I'm interested enough in the game to keep playing. The gameplay part itself, like the fighting combat thing, I feel like the fact that like some fights will just take forever or drag on too long might be probably one of the few things I'll probably have qualms about this game at. But yeah, I'll continue playing it, and if I decide to record the finale for Let's Finish This, I'll do that. But I hope you enjoyed this little first playthrough of the game. If it made you want to buy the game, great. If it want to make you save your money and go on to something else, I'd understand that as well. But anyway, I'll see you next time when I get another game to play and see how I feel about it. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.